Bull or bear? Let's see what happens here. Meanwhile, got the Robbie's Island Marauder cam up. Some of the folks here trying to feed the tarpon. Oh, there goes one. And we've got a bear. Spun what the heck is this? Britannia, 1 ounce silver Britannia tonight. Meanwhile, check it out here. We got the live Island Marauder Robbie's cam up here. Got the got the tourist down there feeding these. Now, some folks might think that's a shark down there, but those are some pretty good-sized tarpon that these folks are feeding, and that's kind of part of the lure down there. Now, tarpon really don't have any teeth. They can frighten the hell out of some people. You know, they could probably engulf your entire arm, and maybe a small baby or something like that. But relatively harmless. Meanwhile, the camera's kind of circulating around here. Let's get into what we're here to talk about, which is precious metals. And what's going on out there, folks? Same old nonsense, same old BS, same old monkey hammering in the COMEX, silver, gold, platinum, and palladium markets, obviously. What does that mean? Buy the frickin' dips. Just buy these dips when you can. And remember, let me preface this with, I'm not trying to give you financial advice here. I suspect since you've clicked on my videos, what you're trying to do is figure out what are the good deals in silver, what are the good deals in gold, what are the good deals in other products, and I don't talk much about rare coins and stuff, but I'm going to start talking more about that. And I'm going to give you my opinion on this. My opinion on precious metals is that these prices are really cheap, and that if you're, no one should be out there buying gold, silver, and platinum with the idea that, hey, I'm day trading this stuff. I'm going to buy it this week, and 2 months from now, I'm going to sell it. I believe that gold and silver is going to go up next week, or 2 months from now, or 3 months from now. You should never buy gold and silver with the plans of, that type of short-term thinking. Gold and silver and platinum are mostly about wealth preservation. If you're looking for ways to make a lot of money quick, this is certainly not the channel to watch. I mean, because, if I knew that, I'd do it myself, all right? Really how I built my wealth over time and how I've known other people to build their wealth over time is to, there's people that made a lot of wealth really quick by being risky, but when precious metals is really about being secure with your money, making sure that you're going to wake up and it's going to be there. With that said, we all know these prices are monkey hammered and rigged in the COMEX CME Group's casino out there, that where the price of gold, silver, platinum, and palladium are derived. So as long as you're going to rig these prices to the downside, my advice is, if you're looking to put money somewhere as wealth preservation, if you're looking for a safe place to put money, buy physical gold, silver, and platinum. Palladium I don't know much about, but let's just stick with gold and silver. Let me not go into all these different products. Buy gold and silver. They've been around for 5,000 years. And you're never going to wake up and hear it went bankrupt. And this is all stuff I've talked about over and over and over. But meanwhile, you got to get frustrated looking at these low prices over a period of time. And if you're getting into the retirement years and you've bought a lot of silver over the years, you're going to be getting antsy, because you never know at any time when your clock could be wrong. You know what I mean? Or when your bell could be wrong. I'm sorry, not your clock. Or when the clock just stops. So I get it on that end, but I got to tell you, my gut tells me that we're not too far off here from the future. So if you plan on living for a reasonable amount of time, what is a reasonable amount of time? I don't know. That's probably a terrible thing to say it that way, but I believe gold, silver, and platinum are going to make their run up dramatically. I believe we're all going to have our oh crap. You're going to wake up in the morning and go, wow, look at the price of gold, look at the price of silver. And I'm sure we're going to say the same thing with platinum and palladium as well. Platinum, the most unloved metal out there, but or probably the most rigged metal out there in the COMEX markets. That's probably a better description. But no less, these prices are on sale, folks. I think it's a great deal. Markets are closed right now. Let me see if they've opened. No, we got 24 minutes to go. I suspect that we are going to see You know, they're really working to kind of touch that sub $1,900 level. How much will it go below sub 1900? I don't know, man. I just don't feel like they have the ammo to push it much below that. Silver the same way. Silver touching below that $23 level, but holding up pretty good. You know, I had a customer come in today that listens to my videos. Thanks for coming in. Thinks that it might see sub $20 level. And I just don't know what to say about that, because really we're not dealing with organic markets, in my opinion. We're not dealing with markets that we can trust. We're dealing with markets that are rigged by people that have large amounts of money, that have more information than we do, that use the sentiment of most investors that are investing in something they believe is organic, using that data information. These, you know, people that are trustful of markets they use that data against people. Did that make much sense? Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I believe that buy the frickin' dips, especially when it comes to gold, silver, and platinum, and getting real physical products. Stick with the physical. Don't buy into the paper bullshit. And you know what? Here, you can see that where the games are played consistently in the CME groups, COMEX, NYMEX, CRIMEX markets right here. Take a look at that. Bam, bam, bam. And who the hell is selling gold in this environment? Who is selling gold? Nobody but a bunch of large commercial banks, and I guess maybe even some large managed money traders out there that can just move these markets around because they can, just because they can. And anyways, same thing with silver. Take a look at this. Do these big downs like here in red that you see, and the green and the blue, the green, which is today, is that some large group of people, a large group of people selling, or a company selling a large amount of physical silver to someone, saying, hey, listen, we're capitulating, we don't want to own this shit anymore? It's not, folks. This is pure paper bullshit, all right? But if they're going to continue to play this game, you might as well, don't buy into their paper bullshit. You might as well buy the real stuff. And I continually equate this to, you know, say that there's a product that you use a lot, whether it's you know, something that stays good for a long time. Say that you could buy gasoline. You could keep gasoline good for long periods of time, and you could store it next to nothing, all right? If gasoline was cheap continually, would you not store it away at the super cheap levels, understanding that at some point that gasoline and oil products are going to go through the roof as far as our cost per gallon? Of course you would, but we can't store gasoline. But we can store gold, silver, and platinum. I mean, so anyways, I hope, gosh, I hope that didn't sound stupid to some of you, but you know, you're getting a chance to buy a real commodity that's older than gasoline, actually, older than, well, let's not say oil, but older than the stuff that's pumped out of the ground, and a real commodity that's been around for money for 5,000 years on the cheap. And why are you able to buy it on the cheap? The same reason we are all able to buy it on the cheap, because of these paper crooks in the CRIMEX, COMEX markets, the LBMA markets. But anyway, I digress. I'm just so, as I told a customer today that said he thinks silver's going to see sub 20, I'm just sick of talking about it. I really am. I'm just sick of talking about these crooks. Meanwhile, hey, let's talk about what to buy and what not to buy. Now, this is strictly opinion by me, okay? I'm going to get into a few things. You know, a lot of you have asked me about rare coins, and of course, you know that precious metals is my expertise as well. Give me 1 second. So let's talk about things. And of course, you're looking here and you say, oh, I know what Brian's going to talk about first. Well, kind of I am, all right? Things not to buy. As a coin collector, you do not buy graded PCGS, NGC, or any, and PCGS and NGC are the two primary companies out there right now. I think CAC is coming out with their grading companies. We'll see how that turns out. Run by a good group of people, but no less. I'm not talking about the grading companies per se. The grading companies simply grade stuff, and they respond to market conditions and things that people want. And there is a large percentage of people out there that buy graded $20 gold pieces, common date graded $20 gold pieces. And why do they buy them? Well, mostly telemarketing companies and other companies that are trying to put people into items that they can make a larger profit on. So if you're buying bullion, you definitely want to stay away from US $20 libs and $20 saints and graded holders. Unless you can buy them close to their gold value. If you're buying gold as an investment, you stay away from these things. Absolutely staying away from these $20 gold pieces. You don't want to buy them. The premiums are just too high for the most part, and it makes no sense to a gold investor to buy 20 libs or saints in graded, PCGS or NDC graded coins. If you are a collector, the only reason it makes sense to buy these is because you want one for your typeset, or you want one to complete a set of $20 gold pieces, so you need one of every date. That's a collector mentality when it comes to buying these. But for you bullion guys out there, stay the hell away from $20 Saints and $20 Liberties. Man, this chair is pretty squeaky. Sorry about that. And the same thing applies to $10 gold pieces. And I'm going to just type that in right here. Let's see, $10 gold pieces, certified coins. Well, hold on. Look, I digress here. Common date $20 libs and are very common. They're just like saints and libs, and a lot of times you'll see them in PCGS holders like this right here. Stay away from those as well, unless you're building a typeset, a collector typeset, and a collector typeset is like one of each variety of each denomination. Or if you're building a complete set of $10 gold pieces where you're buying each date in a certain grade. But bullion guys, you definitely want to stay away from these things, all right? Funny too, there's a green holder. I talked about green holders last night. That green holder makes this coin worth more, but watch last night's video if you want to know more about that. And let's get down to some rare, I mean, that's not real right there for certain, but $10 gold, yeah, that's fake without a doubt. But $17.95, that's a rare ass coin. But bullion guys don't buy rare coins. All right, my advice to all you bullion guys out there: if you're buying bullion and you're not a rare coin collector, stay away from any items that get to be much more than maybe 10% over melt. I mean, some of the fractionals now are like 1/10 gold eagles. I'd stay away from them. 1/10. Hang on a second. 1/10 gold eagles. Gold eagles. Hang on. Gold eagle coins. Not graded, but you want to stay away from 1/10 gold eagles right now. There they are. I think that's the 1/10s. Premiums on them are just insane, and there's really, I mean, even what they call the rare dates and on the 1/10s, stay away from these. Collectors, I wouldn't even buy a set of these, even in high grade. It's a big sham. Graded coins, common date graded coins. But you know what? I'm starting to delve into rare coin stuff, and for most of my gold, silver, and platinum guys out there, this gets I'm delving into numismatics. So, but my point is if you're buying gold, silver, and platinum, completely avoid any products that you're paying more than a 10% premium on. And 10%, to my opinion, is pretty freaking high, all right? But maximum 10%. Once you get over that, you're paying way too much for a bullion product. Now, again, if you want to collect coins, you want to collect $20 gold pieces and $10 gold pieces, and you want to have one of each type, that's collecting. But do not buy these things for the sake of buying gold because someone said, oh, they can't be confiscated, or they go up better in value. No, bullshit. This market is primarily run by telemarketers. Again, if you can buy them close to melt, great, but most of the time you can't. What else wouldn't I buy out there? Well, man, I pretty much eliminated everything in gold. By the way, I'm in the store here in the lower floor. That's why you hear all the traffic going by. Give me 1 second. Let me take a sip. Avoid buying all graded U.S. gold coins that are common dates, but sell for more because of their grade and because they're in a certified holder. Avoid that stuff. Even you new collectors out there, other than owning an example, don't hoard $20 gold pieces in MS63 or MS64 or that kind of thing. Common dates, I should say. As far as what else not to buy out there in coin world? Well, I just kind of, like I said, I just pretty much said everything by saying don't pay more than 10% on any bullion product. So there's not much more I can say with that. And I kind of say the same thing with silver, except the premiums on silver are just like so much greater. Premiums on silver can be like 15, 20, or 25% even on common products, but that has a lot to do with the fact that silver is getting a little bit tougher to get. And let me preface that with, right now, premiums are really cheap, and the prices are cheap, and business is kind of slow across the board for most bullion dealers. So I'd say right now is really a good time to buy if you haven't bought in already. Could it go lower? Absolutely could, but again, I think it's still a good time to buy. What would I avoid in buying silver? I would definitely avoid buying U.S. Silver Eagles. They're still overpriced, folks. Can't recommend them. There you go. Avoid, especially graded ones. I don't understand why people buy common graded Silver Eagles. I don't recommend them to my customers, only the people that are collecting them, like I said, by date, or by type or something like that, because they want to own one. But do not invest in graded Silver Eagles. Trust me, it's a bad deal if you're a bullion person. You're paying a huge premium, and at some point, you might as well just throw that plastic in the silver coin in the big melting bucket we call the refinery. So just a waste of premium. Stay away from Silver Eagles right now, all you bullion guys. Unless you're a collector and you want to own a Silver Eagle, own one, or put a set of dates together. That's a different story. But bad investment other than that. And as far as U.S. silver dollars, I guess you can say the same thing. U.S. silver dollars. Even the low grades right now, terrible investment for most of you silver here. Morgan dollars, peace dollars. That's a trade dollar right there. But Morgan dollars and peace dollars. Where's my peace dollar here? There's a bus dollar there. Oh boy, that's a cool coin. But now you're talking super rare stuff here, and I can really get into that. But we don't talk about rare coins very much. I should more talk about it more. But meanwhile, for you bullion investors out there, you definitely stay away from Morgan dollars. Even the cheapest grades right now are bringing substantially more than the silver price. I remember when AG called peace dollars and Morgan dollars. Now that's a where's my peace dollars here? They don't even show a peace dollar here. They're showing all Morgans. That's kind of weird. Ike dollar, not a single peace dollar up here. There you go, peace dollar. So common date peace dollars and common date Morgan dollars that you're seeing right here. Stay away from them, folks. Even the cheapest coins are bringing like 25, 30 bucks, 35 bucks or more on the retail level. On the wholesale level, they're just bringing stupid money. In fact, if you got a bunch of U.S. silver Morgan dollars and peace dollars, common dates, common grades, I'd recommend sell them and turn them into like bricks of real silver, like 100-ounce bars, because the premium is just stupid on those. But again, don't buy Morgan dollars or peace dollars, common dates, and low grade or mid grades as well. Again, unless you're a collector. And if you're a collector, you buy one for a type, or you're trying to build a date set of Morgan dollars, which is pretty tough to do for you coin nerds out there like myself. You know that there's a lot of tough dates, 93S's, the CCs, not to mention, an 84S in uncirculated condition, 96Os, 97Os. But now I'm talking nerd talk right here. Then you get some cool type coins right here that sell for 100 to 200 to 300 bucks, trade dollars and seeded dollars. Bus dollars like that in the thousands, super rare. There's a 1795, but again, we're talking collector stuff. $1804, that's probably, no, that might be a real one right there because it's in businessinsider.com, but there's a multi-million-dollar coin, 1804. However, a lot of folks call me and say, I got an $1804. You know why? There's so many fakes out there, folks, you wouldn't believe it. They pop up at flea markets everywhere. But meanwhile, again, you bullion guys out there and you new collectors, don't go crazy on buying common date Morgan and U.S. Morgan and peace dollars. Even if they're high grade, don't go crazy in buying them. Unless you're putting a complete date set together, or unless you're putting a type set together. All right, what else don't you want to buy out there? I'd say the same thing probably applies to silver. I highly suggest you don't pay more than 25% premium on any silver bullion products. And, my opinion, that's too much. But again, what does my opinion mean? I'm actually on some products paying 10, 15%, and sometimes 20% myself to buy silver products to supply to my customers. But that is really a result of a lot of silver getting tough to get, a lot of silver products getting tough to get. All right, that's my suggestion out there. All right, what would I buy when it comes to rare coins? All right. You want my opinion on rare coins? Some of you guys ask about rare coins. I'm going to give it to you. Here, let me get a sip here. The first thing I would say about rare coins is it's all about collecting. If you're thinking about investing in rare coins and, hey, I want to invest in rare coins, and a friend of mine invested in it, don't do it, all right? Don't invest in rare coins. You want to collect rare coins. You want to, here, let me just kind of put something new up here so you don't have to just hear me talk and look at the same stupid screen here. Yeah, wow, there's a Stella right there. There's a super. I've handled a couple Stellas, actually. I can say in my lifetime I've handled 2 Stellas, all right? Super rare coin, but here, I digress. Don't invest in rare coins. The beauty of rare coins is, and the beauty of art at one point until investors got involved with it, and the same thing can happen with coins, is that, the people that buy rare coins truly enjoy owning them. There's something, my father always said, people collect, there's people that say they don't collect anything. All you got to do is after they die, look through their drawers and look through some things, and you'll see that, yeah, they were, they collected matchbooks. This goes back a way. They collected this or that. People tend to hoard things that they like, okay? And you can call that a collection, you can not call it a collection. But, if you enjoy collecting coins and you're going to learn the hobby, rare coins can be profitable. However, you should always look at it as a hobby first, and I enjoyed it. And if you make money on top of it, great. And most all of the great, most all the people that I have met in my lifetime that have made money in rare coins, besides dealers, because that's what they do, they make money in rare coins. Most all the collectors that I've met in my past that have collected rare coins and made money in it have all been people that have truly enjoyed the hobby. They love collecting coins. They read about it. They're involved with the communities, the collecting communities. They go to shows. They look at auctions. Folks, those are the people that make money in rare coins. And you know what? You could say the same thing about art. Those are the people that make money in art. Those are the people that make money in rare cars. Those are the people that make money in guns, all right? The people that are truly passionate about collecting them because they take the time to learn about it, and they understand that these markets are cyclical, and when they put a collection together, it may be on a low market, hopefully, and then they hit it on a high market. Why do they know it's a high market? Because they follow these markets. They're collectors. If you're not a collector, stay the hell away from rare coins. That's my best advice to anyone out there. And if you like rare coins, come and see me at Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. There's my hat. All right, I talked about rare coins. Precious metals, again, my opinion is just keep that premium as low as you possibly can. Let's get into yesterday's video. I've got some dinner waiting on me, and I'm hungry as hell. I skipped lunch here, and I'm hungry. So, all right, quick tip to make you good money in certified coins. This was talking about the holders, and I was genuine about this. Some of you called me today and sent me emails about the holders that you have, and I believe that I can help you with that. So there is a way to make money in the weirdest kind of way in the rare coin market, in the coin market. And some of you folks, even you bullion guys, may have this product in your stashes, in your stack. Take advantage of it. It's really all about selling plastic, not the coin that's in the plastic. And if you're curious about what I'm talking about, watch last night's video. It was pretty good. Let me talk about some comments that we have here. And man, that even makes me dizzy when I do that fast. Motion sickness? Perhaps. I like going fast, so I don't know why that makes me like dizzy. All right. Isn't grunt same as a piggy perch or a pinfish? Now, what is he talking about? Well, I always start my videos out with fish videos. And there are grunts there, right there. We call them grunts here. Is it a pinfish? Let me know. I don't know. I don't know any other name. I've been in South Florida so long. I understand there's different types of grunts, but that is definitely a grunt for sure. And give me 1 second. What spot price website do you use? Well, let me give credit to this spot price that I'm using right here. It is CCE. As you can see, I'm logged in right here. Certified Coin Exchange. Great company that is a dealer-only network, a subscription service. They run their own spot prices. I use it because it's static and it doesn't flop around all the time, and it's consistent, and I trust it. However, a lot of folks aren't going to have access to this because, again, it is a dealer-only network. And let me give a good credit out to CCE for the service they provide. A lot of dealers, a lot of trading. AppMex, ST Bullion. I'm not sure about JM. But a lot of those other companies that you guys may deal with online are out on this system right here, trading on the trading floor, messages and stuff like that. But that is the system that I've used. I've been using it for years. I think there's different levels of this service, but it probably runs $300 to $500 per month, depending on the type of service that you're using. So there you go. That's what I use. And good to know your added multitasking is going well. Yeah. I think that, the idea really is as you get older that you want to wind things down. You want to retire. You want to go out and do the things you like to do. And there's still a lot of things I haven't discovered what I like to do. But I like my business and stuff like that, but I realize there's more to it than that. So adding my father's coin shows onto my workload, is not that much. I complain about a little bit. My workload's a little bit tough, but I'm depending on whether you're religious or not, I'm blessed and or lucky. All right, maybe a little bit of both. But I do like to. I do want to wind it down and get people running things for me, so I can go out and do some more fun things out there. Thanks for the comment, Celeste. Always nice to see you. I'm digging it. Me too, Tim. Nice to see you as well. It seems like sterling coins from Franklin Mint, Bradford Exchange, and Littleton, and back from signatures are sent to the refinery. Oh yeah, I have melted tens, and I'm not exaggerating, probably tens of thousands of ounces of Franklin Mint, Bradford Exchange products. In fact, it's funny. I've got a product that I put aside for myself that I've got for sale out here in a case, which is the Franklin Mint Classic Car Collection. I like cars, I like guns, I like everything that most guys like, stuff like that, but, and ladies too. So I have melted tons of it, but I do have a set out here that I'm partial to. But, does that mean that Franklin Mint is going to be, Bradford, let's not talk about that, but Franklin Mint, does that mean Franklin Mint is going to be rare? One day, perhaps so much Franklin Mint stuff might be melted at some point where the stuff really truly becomes rare, only if there becomes a demand for it. Because remember, demand creates rarity, not the number of pieces out there. Demand creates rarity. So if with the amount of stuff that's been melted in Franklin Mint, with the right amount of demand, you could see that stuff go through the roof. But I wouldn't collect it based on that. I do like it based on the fact that you can buy it for a reasonably cheap price. Again, we melt a lot of it. If you want to buy it, come by and see us at our coin store. We're here 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays, and we will sell that stuff as well. But remember, the spread on that might be a little thicker than some of the other products like 100-ounce bars and stuff. Hey, Brian, I have some of those PCGS green label coins. Some of them have a CAC label. Yeah, definitely. Call me for sure. I can help you out with that. In fact, my friend, Billy, I'll give him some creds here. I'm not going to give his last name out, but my friend is a very good source of information on the collectability of different types of labels and holders now. Again, if you're curious what I'm talking about, watch last night's video. And thanks for commenting. And definitely give me a call. It's weird to see what people consider good pricing. My local stores absolutely slaughter every online dealer or local stores I've seen in the last year. As I've said for my whole video career here on YouTube, buy local if you can. If you got a good source local, you cannot beat that. I haven't said it lately, but it's true, all right? Give me 1 sec. Silver Eagles down the street from me are currently selling in quantity. No limit, or have to buy a certain amount to get a discount at a flat $30. Let me see how that pans out. You know, I'll tell you what's going on there. A flat $30. Let's see here. So you're getting them for like $7 over spot, dude. That is like a really killer price, and I know how and why you're getting them at that price as well. All right, there's a lot of local dealers out there. They don't have enough buyers for a particular product, i.e., Silver Eagles. Okay, the wholesale bid on Silver Eagles, for example. All right, your local dealer, he gets a bunch of Silver Eagles from a customer he buys. All right. Don't know what he bought for him, paid for him. None of my business, but your local dealer, if he has an excess of Silver Eagles that he doesn't have retail buyers for, he can currently get spot plus $4.50 or $5 thereabouts. Okay, so if he's selling them to you for $6 and $7 over, he's doing better than if he could lay them off on a wholesale level. However, if that very same dealer you're buying Silver Eagles off for $6 and $7 over spot, again, which is a good price if he doesn't have retail buyers for him. If that guy has to go out and he's got retail buyers and he has to replace them, he's going to pay $8 over, $7 or $8 over, more than he's retailing. So your dealer right now is laying off his excess Silver Eagles to you at or maybe a tiny bit above the wholesale price. So he's happy to get it, and you're getting a good deal on top of it. I hope that explains it. Cheers to you, Christopher McCormick. I'm actually having a glass of wine here. Spanish wines, not bad. I don't drink a lot of Spanish wines, but not bad at all. Michael Matthews says, I recently received a few ASE proofs still in the box, original capsules. One has some really nice tone. You think I should send them to be? Nah, Michael. You know, it's a grading. It's a game. It's a numbers game. When it comes to modern stuff, and again, one of the things I would avoid as even coin collectors out there, I should have said this earlier, avoid the modern stuff, folks. Stick with the old stuff. Trust me, modern stuff is cool, but it's like modern stamps. There's just so many of them out there. They're never going to be used, and they're just there's so many reasons not to buy moderns. But Michael, if collect your ASC silver proofs if you like them, if you enjoy them. If you don't enjoy them and you don't want to collect them, then sell them. Take advantage of the premiums that you're going to get for them right now. But definitely don't get them graded. Grading is certainly a numbers game. It's what the dealers do. They'll take 1,000 proof Silver Eagles. They'll send them in to get 10% of them in MS70 or proof 70 holders. And let me tell you, in my opinion, the ability for someone, a grader, to tell between a 69 and 70 is bullshit. It's a numbers game. It's bullshit in my opinion. It really, really is. With the price they charge to do these coins, there's no way they can look that closely at them. But again, I don't want to throw these companies under the bus. It's a marketing thing. It's, they make money doing that. I believe grading companies have a place when it comes to rare coins and grading rare coins, but modern stuff, all right. And I have a lot to do with modern market. Believe me, I'll tell that story one day. Christine Napolitano. In fact, I helped the guy that started the modern market. I helped him start the modern market that's we see currently today. And again, I'll tell a story about that. And if I remember, remind me to talk about Robert Lessie, a good friend and a partner in business in the past. He is the godfather of modern graded Silver Eagles and modern graded Kamems. Christine says, when is the best time to liquidate rounds and bars? When is it time to... no. And again, that's a loaded question because when it's time. When is it time? That's the real question. When is it time? All right, my idea when it's time is when silver is absolutely at its epic high level. Everybody and their brother is in selling it and it's starting to crash, all right? That's the epic time. You hit it right at the high and then it starts to fall, all right? And at that point, if you hit it at the high, you might get all your premium out of it. But if you hit it in the fall, shit's going to get discounted across the board. Your bars, your rounds, everything, your coins are all going to be worth the same price when it starts to fall because nobody wants to own the shit in a falling market, especially if it has to be melted. So I would say, and that stuff doesn't have to be melted, but again, the buy prices on a falling market start to decrease dramatically, and sometimes so do the selling prices, and not sometimes, they do. Maybe that's kind of what we're seeing a little bit now on a small scale, but it won't last long. Thanks, Christina. Wildcat says I bought 1,000 non-current Eagles at $30. Cheers. you know, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. But, you know, you could have bought kilos. You could have bought kilo silver, Wildcat. And again, I'm not criticizing, but again, I'm not a big fan of the premiums, even at $30. All right, you could have bought silver kilos at spot plus what, you know, $2.50 over or something like that right now, maybe maximum, which would have been a far better deal in my opinion as far as a silver investment. But again, not criticizing what you bought. That was a good price. But again, you know, if it's 22.50, 23, 24, 25, $26 an ounce, you could buy $4 an ounce cheaper. You could buy 1,000. You could save yourself $400 by buying kilos or something like that. Walter Paul says, can you give an idea what what the premium currently is of a coin in an older piece of the great sheet value of the coin alone? Great question, Paul, because you've been asking about coins for quite some time. What I noticed, and again, I do not confess to being an expert, but I do confess to knowing the expert, and I really, the expert in this market right now. And and he's a friend of mine, and what I noticed is that, and what I seen is that, oddly enough, the stuff that people were least likely to grade back when PCGS first came out, you know, esoteric, even the cheap stuff, you'd be surprised. The weird, esoteric, cheap stuff that people normally wouldn't have graded back when PCGS first came out is the most expensive stuff out there. And that would actually make sense if you start to think about it. Thanks, Walter. I hope I'm talking about coins now enough for you. I'm Metal says, sorry I missed the lake. Oh, man, I'm sorry you missed it, too. It was really, really good. Great attendance. A lot of cool stuff there. And thanks for watching there, I'm Metal. Silver Liner says, I hope Collectorama is over 30. I'm starting to think that metals are manipulated as a stock market. It is. Silver Liner, I've been talking about this for ages. The market is definitely manipulated, the silver market. But again, you know, if you're going to have any market manipulated that, you know, on a product that you like to buy, like silver, why not it be manipulated to the downside? And that's what we've been seeing for quite some time. There's no good organic reason why silver and gold are as cheap as they are. It's purely a bullshit paper charade. Well, that's it, folks. If you're looking to buy gold, silver, and platinum, by the way, if you're looking to find me, I'm not on the YouTube channel. You can catch me here, and there's probably a reason I wouldn't be on there, but I think they've kind of let up a little bit as far as their restrictiveness. And you can also catch me here. I wish more of you would ask me questions on YouTube. There's my profile name right there. I guess a lot of you aren't on YouTube, either that or I'm just very unpopular out there, but I have a lot of time to answer questions out there, and I do like this free speech format. Also, great episode by this gentleman here recently. I would highly recommend that you watch it. And that's it, folks. It's Brian Kuzma with Commercial Rare Coins. If you're looking to buy, and precious metals, if you're looking to buy gold, silver, and platinum in any quantity from $1 worth to millions of dollars worth of gold and silver, $1 worth to millions of dollars worth, and you live in South Florida, come visit us at our brick and mortar store. We're open 10 to 4 Mondays through Friday at Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. And if you don't live in South Florida and you don't have a good local dealer, give us a call. We'll see what we can do for you as far as prices go. We advertise to be at MEX, SD, and JM and the local competition here in South Florida. And like I said, if you don't live in South Florida, you can't find a good local dealer, definitely feel free to give us a call. Hey, thanks. Have yourself a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.